Hi, and welcome back to my channel. You guys, I'm super excited about this week's coaching video because this week I'm going to be talking about 4 reasons why you need to fail before you can succeed. Now, I know you're probably thinking, Michelle, why would you be encouraging anybody to fail? Because let's face it, who wants to fail? Nobody does, right? Well, did you know that there are quite a few famous people who failed their way to success? Let's look at some of those. Oprah Winfrey, Steven Spielberg, Thomas Edison, Walt Disney, Albert Einstein, J.K. Rowling, Abraham Lincoln, Jerry Seinfeld, Dr. Seuss, Stephen King. In fact, Carrie was rejected 30 times, you guys. That's a lot of rejection for one book. Vincent Van Gogh, Elvis Presley, Michael Jordan, Charles Darwin, and Sir James Dyson. So as you can see, failure is necessary and it's a huge part of success. So let's jump into the 4 reasons why you need to fail before you can succeed. Number 1, failure is necessary. Failure is one of those necessary evils in life. It's something that hurts you, but at the same time, it pushes you to be better. When a mess up happens, you start to see all the ways that you can make yourself better. You begin to open yourself up to new ideas and new solutions to the same old problems. It may be difficult to cope with the setback at first, but eventually mistakes will excite you. Setbacks show us we have room to improve, and they make us work even harder to get where we want to be. Think about a relationship that didn't work out. And did it hurt you? Of course it did. But it helped you become a better person, hopefully. Hopefully you learn from whatever it was that didn't work in that relationship so that you can move on to a better one. Number 2, failure makes you stronger. You're going to experience failure in life, and in many cases, it will be worse than the one you're currently going through. However, the more you fail in your younger life, the better equipped you will be as you get older. Failure forces you to show what you are capable of. And, as I said that, it made me think about the first time I went to a competition and I didn't do, I still placed, but I didn't do as well as I wanted to do. And I think it's because there were some times that I did skip trainings leading up to the meet, which is a no-no. But because I failed several times throughout my I think it's been 6 years in my 6-year career in powerlifting, because I failed some, it's made me be the person that I am today. It's made me be the person that is more dedicated to the training sessions, because I know what the outcome is that I'm looking for. So again, sometimes failure is necessary, and it will definitely make you stronger, period. Number 3, failure displays your greatest qualities. If you keep your composure through hardships, people are going to start to look at you. You'll become a role model for those wanting to be in your position. You will inspire them to come back after they've experienced a setback. So see, every time something doesn't work out the way you want it to, you don't have to fall off, fall down, fall out, cut the natural fool, as we like to do sometimes when things don't go our way. But when you keep that level head, trust and believe people are watching you. And they because they're already waiting for you to act the fool. But when you don't, it says something. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. You know what? He or she has gone through this big thing. And they've kept a level head. They still come to work every day. They get their work done. They don't complain. That is an awesome thing. So that's what we want to strive to display our failures the best that we can, because somebody's always looking. And last but not least, number 4, failure leads to your success. After you've failed enough times, you become better, stronger, and capable, and full of great qualities that everyone around you can see, and that's when you will be most successful. The skills that you gain working through setbacks are the traits that you need to prosper in whatever position you end up in. If you can think of failure as a jumping off and starting point for bigger and better things, there's no end to what you can accomplish over the course of your career and your lifetime. So again, Let that thing that you failed at make you a better person. Failing now is fine. What you don't want to do is wait till you get later on in life and start to fail, especially when you're making mistakes and failing at things that you should have gotten down pat in your younger years. I'm just saying, get it right now so that when you, as you move on through the years, through your life, through whatever it is that you're doing, you may have a minor setback, but it won't be an out and out failure. And the failures that you experience right now are preparing you for later on in life. So I know that when we talk about failures, some of you are thinking, well, who in the Sam Hill just wants to fail? I don't want to fail. But at the end of the day, guess what? You're going to fail at something. It could be something small. It could be something major. Some people have failed in their marriages. Some people have failed in their relationships. Some people have failed as a sibling. You see what I'm saying? Some people have failed on the job. It just depends. It doesn't matter what it is. We all failed at something. Period, point blank. But when you learn from that failure, when you sit down and you say, okay, you know what, Michelle? Okay, I failed at this. Let me put pen to paper and write out everything that I did right. Then write out what went wrong. And as I look at what went wrong, I now have a blueprint of how I can fix it. You see what I'm saying? When I go, oh, well, you know what? This is where I made my mistakes. So now my mind starts to work, and I'm thinking about how I can fix it and make it better. That's all you have to do. Failing is not the end of the world. Does it feel like it? Of course it does, but it is truly not the end of the world. So let me do a quick recap with you, and I promise I'll let you be. So today we talked about 4 reasons that you need to fail before you can succeed. And I shared with you some very, very, very well-known people who have failed their way to success. Now imagine, you guys, imagine if these people that I named stopped because they failed. They wouldn't be where they are now, would they? No, they wouldn't. So in the case of Stephen King, his book Carrie was rejected 30 times. If he didn't keep pushing that project forward, that 31st time, it obviously was picked up. But if he had given up after the 30th time, guess what? That book Carrie or even the movie would never have come about because nobody would have even known about Carrie. Okay? Excuse me. So Walt Disney, and I remember reading his story, but at the moment, just it's not coming to me what it was that he failed at. But he failed in his early start. But look at how big, even though he's dead and gone, but look at how big the Disney name is. We have all these Disney parks. We've got merchandise, you name it. And I love Disney. Don't get me wrong. I love everything Disney. So, but imagine if he had said, well, you know, I failed. No, forget it. I'm done. I'm not going to do it anymore. He didn't do that. He kept looking at his failures, trying to figure out what he could do better so he could make it better. And eventually the light bulb came on and somebody said, you got something great there. So I'm just saying, Stephen King, if he had given up when he failed, we wouldn't have all these great horror movies that we have today. And the list goes on in terms of the people that have failed. Now, Elvis Presley, that was interesting. When I saw that on my list, I thought, oh, that's interesting. I never would have thought about that. But, you know, I'm pretty sure there's some things in life that he failed at as well. But what I'm trying to get you to see is that all the people that I named, if they had stopped when they failed, they would not be the people that they are today. They would not be household names today. So you cannot give up every time you fail at something. Now, if you know in your heart of hearts that you're not putting your all into something, then that's a whole nother story. You need to work that out. You really do. But if you are putting your everything into something and it's not working, then all I would suggest again is that you take out pen and paper, figure out what didn't go right, and then take that, use that as a blueprint so that you can move on and make it better. Let's do our recap. Number 1, we said failure is necessary. It is necessary because you cannot grow without failure, period. Number 2, failure makes you stronger. You know that old saying, that which doesn't kill you makes you stronger? Well, that is so very true. I've had relationships that failed, but guess what? as a result of those relationships failing, I am now the strong person that I am today. Not just because of the relationships failing, of course, but, just the person that I am today, I have to thank because those relationships didn't work out. Did it feel good at the time? No, it did not. But guess what? It made me a stronger person. Number 3, failure displays your greatest qualities. Again, when you're going through something, and you don't let it just beat you all the way down, people are watching. People are watching you, and they're saying, hey, you know what, that's the person that I want to be. They just experienced a huge setback, and they're not acting a plumb fool about it. They're just moving on with life, and they're going to fix whatever it was that didn't go right. And last but not least, failure leads to your success. I don't know about you guys, but I want to fail my way to success, because like I said, without a few setbacks, you don't know what it is that you need to change and to fix to be great, because there is greatness within you, there is greatness within me, and we just need to keep working and failing our way to success. That's all I have for you guys. I love you all so, so much. Thank you so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you so much to those of you that continue to support me in all that I do. I love you guys to the moon and back. And until next week. Oh, before I forget, if you have any topics that you want me to talk about, please reach out to me and let me know. Because I want to make sure that the topics that I'm talking about are things of interest to you. Now, the topics that I share with you each week are a combination of many things. Sometimes it's something that I saw. Sometimes it's something that someone said. Or sometimes I just do a search for different topics, and that's what I decide I'm going to talk about. But if you have something specific that you would like for me to talk about, please let me know, and I will definitely do my best to make sure that happens. And yeah, that's it. That's it, you guys. Love you so much, and we'll talk again soon. Till then, take care.